Welcome. I am allowed to talk. And on the show today, I want to talk about the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Now, notice the scripture, the Bible, what God says, and what people tend to do is take things out of context. But read the Bible and understand it is what I'm suggesting for you, because I am allowed to talk. And the scripture is the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Money is not evil. We need money to live on. We need big corporations such as my favorite grocery store so they can pay other workers and give them bonuses and paychecks to keep their household running. Yes, where my husband works, they make thousands and thousands and they pay him good money to work for them in the maintenance department. We need rich people to pay our paychecks and keep us going. But when your corporation or company or whatever it is that you're manufacturing becomes the love of money and you're a billionaire, trillionaire, of course you can be a billionaire, trillionaire and pay your employees well. Make sure you're not cheating people with overexpending, like 4 times what your cost to make it, 10 times what your cost to make it. I don't know what that all involves, but if you're making something that people need to survive and you are in charge, plus another group is in charge of saying yes or no to it, and the money, the love of money becomes what you're focused on and not doing a service for people and making a paycheck, maybe millions, then you can pay thousands of people a paycheck and keep this going. It's when the love of money overtakes, which is the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So I shop online on a place that gets their things that they sell from all around the world. And I think that's a good thing. It's a huge company. But yesterday I was supposed to get my Croc flip-flops for the cruise I'm going on in December that we've been paying on for about a year. So we don't just have the money to do a cruise, but I love going on cruises. So far I've been on 3 now. And with COVID, we couldn't go for years. And every time we tried to rebook, they would cancel it on us. So now we're going on a cruise in December. And I wanted some Crocs, some new flip-flop Crocs. So about 2 weeks ago, we got a package in the mail that was a thing to clean the windshield. I'm not going to say why we got that or anything. But the package came. It was in a white packaging, and it was sort of like a big rectangle because it was inside a box. So I know that my flip-flops, my Croc flip-flops that I love Crocs, is going to arrive between 2 and 5 p.m., 2 o'clock p.m. and 5 p.m. So I open my front door because we have a clear glass screen door. And I sit on the sofa watching the door from right after 2 o'clock. And I go do things here and there, fold laundry or whatever, but I'm keeping an eye on the door. So about 3:15, I look out and nothing's there. There's no package yet. So I sit down and I check on the shipping, on the thing that tells you where it's at. No, I forget what that's called. Not shipping, but the delivery. And I forget. Tracking. The tracking. Be merciful to me because I'm getting older, but I forget things. I forgot things in my 20s when I'm upset, and I am upset. But it's my word against the driver. So I looked out at 3:15. I sit down, I get out my laptop, and I check the tracking. And it said, as plain as I'm sitting here, your package has been delivered. And there was a picture, the same picture of the white package that we got about 2 weeks ago. And I'm livid because I'm a very, honest person. And I thought everybody was honest as a kid. I didn't know the world was so cruel, sick, heartless, and selfish because there was no package. I ran again. I threw my laptop down on the sofa over here. I was sitting on the other sofa. Not this one. This is our new love seat we just got. I was over sitting on this sofa. As you can see the front door from it. So I run to the door. I look at where the packages are dropped, and it's not there. There's nothing on my porch. So I see the truck, the van. It was a van, a dark bluish gray van. And the driver's taking a package in. He had just dropped a package across the road to my neighbor across the street, and she was standing there holding her package. Then he was at the next house parked. And I yelled as loud as an old lady can, I did not get a package. You have sent me a thing saying I have my package and you're a liar. And the old lady across the street just staring at me like, what the hell's wrong with her? I did not get a package. And I said it to him again. You're a liar. I did not get a package and you're saying my package was delivered. I'm right here. I was at the door. You did not leave a package. So he sort of ignores me, gets back in. Next thing you know, I came in. I was looking for my laptop again. It was on the sofa, so I grabbed it to see what it said again. I opened it again and checked the tracking. It said, no, it wasn't delivered. Next thing I know, he pulls up in front of my house. He walks out. I'm standing at the screen door looking through the glass. And I said, I will never shop with you people again because you're a liar. And he throws the package down and snaps another picture. And I'm right in the doorway because I was so livid about him. And he looked about maybe 30 years old and looked like one of my nephews. And he just said, I'm so sorry about that. What it was he going to keep my Croc flip-flops? So I reported it. I got on with the chat person, and told him, and she said she's going to report it. But I don't know how he changed it that quick from it saying your package was delivered with the picture of the white package that came about 2 weeks ago of the windshield cleaner thing. And then now my package was bigger and it was a brown package. And I think my own personal opinion is he was going to keep it. So he didn't look like he needed to have something like that. Did he know someone the same size as my shoes? Because it says what the package says on it when it's delivered, that it was my size and it was Croc flip-flops. Was he going to give it to someone he knew? Was he going to resell them? What in the world? The love of money, not just money. Money's okay. He was working for a living. He's making good money driving that van around delivering packages. Why? That wasn't just a mess up. That wasn't just a mess up. That was intentional. And I just will never understand this world. And I see dimly through smoky glass about God right now, because his ways are higher than mine. But the way people are and live, even if he was a person that is trying to live by the fruits of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. And I admit I got a little out of control there, because when someone is doing something to me that looks sketchy, I get a little upset. Anyway, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So just keep singing, dancing, making music, and having fun as much as possible. I had a guy comment, and it hurt me deep. He was so rude and said, don't you know that your singing and dancing isn't that good? You're pretty bad. No kidding. No duh. Is what I said back to him, and you're rude. And then he deleted the comment. But, I know what I am. I try to have fun, and people want to put an end to it. They don't like if you're enjoying your life. I'm tired of that too. So just take care, keep singing, dancing, making music, having fun as much as possible, and keep peace as much as possible.